On an ordinary day in the small, secluded village of Loria, Helena never expected her life to change forever. It all started with a simple accident. She walked in on her son, Caleb, at the worst possible moment. Naked and caught off guard, Caleb's vulnerability became the spark that would ignite a chain of events far beyond her control. The shock of it hit her like a thunderclap. It wasn't just about the awkwardness. Something about it felt wrong. Something hidden was about to surface. Helena's immediate panic was visible, but her friend Irina remained calm. "It's nothing to worry about," she said nonchalantly, dismissing it with a wave of her hand. "Your son is growing up, Helena. What did you expect?" But Helena couldn't let go of the uneasy feeling gnawing at her. Was it merely the awkwardness of the situation, or was something darker lurking in Caleb's body? A strange thought crossed her mind. Could his mysterious physical changes be the result of some ancient curse her family had struggled with for generations? Trying to soothe her, Irina suggested a solution: a tarot reading. Maybe the cards could reveal something more. She laid them out in front of Caleb, encouraging him to relax and choose 3. Caleb, though unsure, tried to keep a confident facade. But when Irina's eyes flickered over the cards, her expression hardened. Something had shifted. Caleb felt a chill race down his spine. Just as the tension reached its peak, Irina's hand moved under the table with a swift, almost hypnotic motion. The energy in the room crackled, as if an electric charge filled the space. Caleb felt a surge of power rush through him, and for a moment, he was overwhelmed, like he had just been struck by lightning. Before the moment could spiral further, Helena walked in. Irina, quick on her feet, reassured her. "Caleb won't have to worry about women or children, at least not in the way you think." Helena, sensing something, let out a sigh of relief, but unknowingly, her son's future had just taken a very unexpected turn. That night, Caleb couldn't sleep. Tossing and turning, his thoughts raced. The strange feeling lingered, impossible to shake. Driven by an almost magnetic pull, he snuck out into the darkness, heading toward Irina's house. It was as though something in him was guiding him, pulling him toward the one person who could change his destiny. When he arrived, Irina was waiting, her smile full of secrets and promises. In the shadows of the night, Caleb's transformation into manhood began in ways he never anticipated. What happened between them left an indelible mark, setting into motion a web of passion, guilt, and intrigue neither could fully comprehend. The next morning, Helena remained oblivious. She had no idea her son was spiraling into a new world of temptation and secrecy. She asked Irina to look after Caleb and his younger brother, Jonas, while she dealt with the daily tasks of life. Little did she know, a bond was forming between Caleb and Irina, one that would grow stronger and more dangerous by the day. But Jonas, ever observant, began to notice his brother's strange behavior. Caleb had been sneaking out at night, always returning just before dawn. Concerned, Jonas pressed Caleb for answers. Caleb, unable to hide it any longer, finally confessed. The experiences he had shared with Irina were exhilarating, thrilling, but also terrifying. Meanwhile, Helena's husband Damien was lost in his own world, a brilliant inventor. He had just perfected a machine that could harness the power of the sun itself. It was a triumph that had his family buzzing with excitement. Even Helena, who usually kept her distance from Damien's scientific pursuits, couldn't help but be impressed. But everything would change the moment the traveling performers arrived in Loria. The gypsy caravan brought wonders, acrobats, illusionists, and relics from faraway lands. Damien, eager to reconnect with an old friend, bought tickets to the show. Among the performers was an old man, Malachi, who had once been Damien's mentor in the ways of alchemy. But when Damien tried to find him, he was met with a strange, surreal event. Malachi disappeared in a puff of black smoke, leaving Damien stunned and shaken. He returned to his workshop, consumed by the feeling that the world had shifted beneath him. In his grief, he made a vow to keep the alchemical knowledge alive, no matter the cost. Around the same time, Helena went into labor unexpectedly, alone in the night. Damien, still buried in his research, was unaware of the birth of their daughter, Ilara. When she arrived, healthy and without fear curse, Helena felt a mix of relief and doubt. But there was little time to celebrate. Damien emerged from his lab, eager to show off his latest achievement. He had extracted gold from an alloy, a feat that he believed would cement his place in history. But when Caleb, tired of living in his father's shadow, voiced his doubts, Damien's fury erupted. In a fit of rage, he slapped his son in front of everyone. That slap was the turning point. Caleb, feeling humiliated and rejected, ran away. With Irina waiting for him, he found solace in her arms. Together, they wandered to the market, hand in hand, enjoying the freedom of a life that was entirely their own. But Irina, ever the mysterious figure, had a secret to share, one that would rattle Caleb to his core. The revelation was too much for him to handle, and it sent him spiraling. Later that night, Caleb wandered to the gypsy camp, drawn by an irresistible force. There, a beautiful gypsy girl caught his eye. Without words, their connection was instant, fueled by an overwhelming desire that neither could deny. The next morning, Helena realized her son was gone. Desperate, she set out to find him, learning from the neighbors that Caleb had been with the gypsies. She rushed to the camp, only to find that the caravan had vanished, taking Caleb with them, leaving nothing but a trail of unanswered questions. Days turned into weeks, and still there was no sign of Caleb. Helena, unable to cope, disappeared into the wilderness herself. Damien, consumed by his work, barely noticed her absence. Their home grew silent, and their daughter Ilara became the center of the family's attention. But Aiden, Damien's youngest son, grew more suspicious. The quiet boy had taken up his father's studies, becoming deeply absorbed in the world of alchemy and mechanics. 5 months later, while gazing through a telescope, Aiden caught sight of something familiar, a figure in the distance. His heart skipped a beat. It was Helena, returning from the wilderness. Though she had not found Caleb, she brought with her skilled immigrants who could help rebuild the family's legacy. And with them, they brought hope for a new beginning. But the surprises didn't end there. Irina returned to Loria, this time with a baby in her arms. It was a revelation that shook Helena to her core. Irina had borne Caleb's child, a hidden affair, a secret that now became undeniable. Helena's heart broke as the truth set in, but after much anguish, she agreed to raise the child as her own. Damien, though stunned, chose to name the boy Lucian, after Caleb's lost legacy. As the years passed, Aiden became more withdrawn, losing himself in his father's work. But young Lucian, along with his playmate, the spirited Ilara, grew up close, their bond unbreakable. Aiden, though outwardly calm, began to exhibit strange traits, a gaze that seemed to look far beyond the present, as though he was seeing the future unfolding before him. Was it a gift or a curse? Oh, and by the way, before we give a wrap, if you're finding value with this video so far, hit the like button right now. And if you don't want to miss out on my next mind-blowing video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload it. And then go to the comment section below and type, "I subscribe," and I'll personally welcome you to the family. And guess what? I've got a very special treat for you. A free ebook called The Attraction Handbook. This book is all about how to make any woman obsess over you, even if you're average looking or she has told you you are not her type. And it doesn't even matter if you just want to sleep with a girl or if you want her to commit to you. Once you turn on the switch, She'll be uncontrollably addicted to you. Just click the link below to grab it. All right, let's get back to it. Thank you for watching. Don't miss out on your free copy of my book. It's waiting for you in the description or pinned comment below. You'll be amazed by what you find inside. Before you go, I urge you to check out the playlist currently displayed on your screen. These insightful videos hold the key to unlocking your dating potential, propelling you towards mastery in no time. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts and experiences with us in the comments below. Until next time.